Alright, so I'm thinking this one might be a bit shorter than the last one, hopefully. Uh, I, as I said in the last video, I'm kind of in my backup spot at the moment, which kind of sucks because there's a train that comes by every once in a while and kind of ruins the audio. And, yeah. This was actually the spot I originally was thinking I was going to record these in. It's actually the first place I ever drove to on my own. So it's got a little bit of special meaning to me. But one of the things I found about this spot that I didn't particularly like very much. Fuck, keep burping. Oh my god, what's happening? One of the things I found that I really didn't like about this spot very much is that it's a very open spot. And there were a couple times when I was first trying to do this, when I was first trying to record these, I was, what's it called? I was sitting here in my car and a person would walk by and I would just get this very awkward feeling and I wouldn't know what to do. Sometimes I would just be quiet, or I would be like, yeah, I would just kind of fill for time as I'm waiting for this fucking person to pass. And I still do it sometimes, especially like sometimes when I'm in my usual spot, there'll be people that like walk right by my car. And sometimes they're walking their dog and they like stop. It's very awkward to be sitting here like, okay, this guy's just kind of standing there and I don't really know what to do. But here I am now in this spot and I'm recording just fine. And I think it kind of shows that I've gained a little bit, maybe just a little bit, maybe not a ton, of confidence. And that was really what I wanted to talk about today, was having confidence. Because I talked about it a decent amount when I did that 2.5 hour video about how I stopped being a 25-year-old loser and all of that sort of thing. But I had to build a lot of confidence, and I never was able to really feel confident when I was doing things. Like, for example, whenever I was behind the wheel, I was just thinking it was a fucking miracle I didn't fucking kill somebody that day or something, you know? Even though, realistically, I could fucking do it. Like, there are people who are fucking dumbasses and they can drive. Why can't I do it? And the real answer is there is no fucking reason. I could have been driving this whole fucking time and I wasn't. But I never had the confidence, and I always felt like I was gonna fuck something up. And I just never had the confidence to really do a lot of stuff. Sometimes maybe I would have confidence, maybe just dumb luck or just stupidity would end up getting me somewhere that was good for me. But generally speaking, I had no confidence and I couldn't do anything. And it sucked. And I was never sure how it was going to change, and then one day it all changed because of her, which I'm very thankful for. And will always be thankful for. But just being able to talk to a girl was kind of a major deal for me, especially because usually I'm not much of an initiator. And oh my god, that voice crack, jeez. And that just was something that kind of happened, and I was pretty glad about it, and that kind of awoke a lot of that confidence in me to be able to do things. And To be honest with you, every now and then I still kind of waver with confidence. There are some days, I mean, for example, I was looking into the whole therapy thing, and the location I would have to go is not a very close drive. I mean, it's not bad, but it is like it's still a little further away, and then it's in an area of more traffic. And I was kind of like, man, this is gonna not be super fun, you know? But last night, I was kind of like all fucked up last night, to be honest. Like yesterday, I was just not in the greatest mental state of mind. I was like frustrated and happy, especially with myself, because I was fucking being a total dumbass and not really working on things or doing things, and just kind of procrastinating. Oh my god, that's a cute little bird. Oh, please tell me I can get a picture of you. Please tell me I can get a picture of you. Oh my god. I don't even know what type of bird that is. He's got like a white beak. He's like black and white, and he's got a white beak. I don't know what he is. He kind of... Whoa. It just completely, totally got off topic. Maybe I'll put a picture. Maybe I'll find the best picture I can get of this little guy and put it in the video. Oh my god. I've never seen a bird like that. I don't know what type of bird he is, but he's just a cute little guy. But anyways, as I was saying, back to what I was saying, because I got off topic. Yesterday was just a fucking weird day for me. And kind of had this thought. I was like, oh fuck. I remember, because usually we get our schedules on Friday. So I was like, oh, now that I know what days I'm off, I gotta see if I can maybe schedule something here. And I was looking at it, and I just kind of had this pit in my stomach that always comes with a lot of that anxiety I used to have, where I was just like not feeling great. I was just annoyed and scared and afraid and all that. And I guess it kind of makes sense, because I feel like the whole therapy thing is kind of a scary thing, to be honest with you, because you're kind of making yourself more vulnerable. Then again, I mean, I guess a lot of this stuff is kind of scary too, right? Because I revealed my face. I have talked about a lot of kind of sensitive things. Maybe not stuff that, like, you couldn't torture out of me, but stuff that usually I don't even really tell other people in my life, let alone the fucking internet, right? So maybe a little embarrassing and that sort of thing, but it's obviously going to be a whole other level of it with therapy or whatever, right? Really just kind of talking about a lot of more sensitive, difficult, embarrassing things to talk about. But I was thinking about it a lot, and I was really feeling that anxiety. And I kind of had this thought of, maybe I just shouldn't do it. And I was thinking, oh, well, it's kind of, I mean, it's not like super expensive, but it's like for one like 60-minute session, it's like $200, which that's a lot of money. I mean, that's like a decent portion of my paycheck. It's like almost half of my paycheck on a good week. And it's like more than half on a bad week. So, I mean, I'm trying to save my money, but then again, I also just spent today I got this big hard drive, 16 terabyte hard drive, and I've been backing up all my hard drives over to it because I don't want a repeat of what happened with my recent hard drive that failed, and now I lost a bunch of footage and all that. So I've been backing up a bunch of files over the past like week or so. I've backed up like 2 4 terabyte drives, And I so I was looking at Best Buy today because I was like, shit, I've already used like half of this 16 gigabyte hard drive backing up stuff. So I, let me just see if I can get another one. I was looking at it. So I was looking at the 16 gigabyte one, and I was like, okay, I mean, maybe drop another $230 on it. But then the I looked at the 20 terabyte one, and it was the same price. It's $50 off. So I was like, I'm pulling the trigger. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And not like in a Persona 3 type of way. And like, I'm fucking buying this thing. I'm buying it. So I bought it. $230 down the drain, but like, come on. It's a pretty good deal. $50 off? 20 terabytes? Even after I back up everything, I'm still gonna have a shitload of storage. I'm gonna be good for years. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Anyways, though, totally off topic. But I was looking at the therapy stuff. I'm looking at like the potential like therapists that show up on the site and all that. Like, oh, you can like choose which one you want and the timing you want and everything. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, I just don't know. I don't know if I want to spend, because if I pay out of pocket, it's like $200, and then even like returning visits are like 170. That's a lot of money. And I don't know, maybe I should just be saving my money. Maybe I shouldn't do it. And, I'm going to have to deal with the traffic, and especially because I was looking at the times, and it's like a lot of them are like around when there's going to be a lot of traffic, like after school or rush hour or something. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't go through with it. And I was procrastinating on other things that I wanted to do too, like uploading the video and writing my journal entry and all that. And I'm like, fuck, dude. What am I going to do? And I was thinking about it when I was writing my journal entry, and I was like, I should just fucking do it. Like, why am I getting so fucking scared of this shit? I should stop being fucking scared. So I got the confidence, and I haven't scheduled it yet or anything. I might honestly schedule it today, either today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I want to schedule it. And yeah, we'll see how things go with that. But I also wanted to like call them because I wanted to ask questions ahead of time. Like, hey, so let's say that I use the insurance. Are my parents going to find out? Is it going to be easy for them to find out? And that sort of thing. And like, I'm still thinking, because like, it would be nice if I could use the insurance and save money so I don't have to spend like fucking $170 every time. It'd be probably like fucking $20 or $30 or $40 maybe or something. It's much more manageable. It's much less of my paycheck. But my whole point in saying a lot of that is that my confidence still kind of wanes a lot at times. But I'm really trying again to push myself to be more confident and to initiate more things and to be more of myself. Because I feel like that's always a really hard thing to muster, to be able to do properly. And I just was never able to fucking do it. But after I met her, a lot of that changed. A lot of my life has changed. And a big part of that is just having the fucking confidence to do things for once and not be a fucking idiot that's just sitting there going, I can't do it. I think really one of the biggest things I noticed was after I met her and after I talked to her and had that confidence boost, there were a lot of times where I would do something and I'd be like, yeah, like I could do that. Or I mean, I'm not 100% sure I could do that, but I could probably do it. And I think that was a big kind of moment, because before I would always be like, I can't do that. Like, even last night when I was thinking about the traffic and stuff, I'm like, I can't deal with that. I can't do that. But then I thought about it. I was like, no, like I can. I've proven I can. I mean, I've been in that area before, and like literally school gets out and it's fucking nuts. So much traffic everywhere. There's people fucking beeping at you if you don't immediately fucking move. And I dealt with it. And I can fucking do it again. Because maybe I'm not perfect, but I'm not a fucking total dumbass either. I can manage it. So, I know it's difficult to be confident, but that's something I really try to do, is just push myself to do things. And honestly, it's something that I kind of don't even really know why I try so hard to push myself to do it, but I guess it's more because, you know, when she comes back, I would like to be able to have more of those walks and stuff with her. And to be completely honest, it's probably not going to be her that really does that, you know? I mean, maybe she will, but the thing is, she's a busy person, and now I'm a busy person too. But it's really, it feels like I have to be the one that really steps up. I guess it's kind of funny because this is probably something I'm going to save for another video, because I wanted to talk about a game called Katawa Shoujo, or Katawa Shoujo, maybe? I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. But it's basically this weird, maybe not weird is the right way to describe it, but it's like this visual novel that I wasn't really sure if I was going to like, but I kind of went for it on a whim off of like a YouTube comment. And it's this game basically about this guy who like gets sent to a school with a bunch of crippled people. And basically it's like this dating sim where there's, I think, like 5 different girls or whatever. And there's one girl that I was like, I kind of respect her, but I don't know. But I ended up making choices that locked me into her ending. And I was like, or in her route, and I was like, oh shit. And at first, I was like, I did not want this to happen at all. But eventually I kind of realized that I kind of really, I don't know if sympathize is the right word, but that's what I'm going to go with. I really found myself enjoying her character a lot, because she's kind of more of a direct sort of girl, I guess. The best way to put it. Like, she's very blunt with things, and she, you know, tends to lead things. And so I kind of thought that was going to be what I ended up liking more eventually in a partner. But also because I felt like relationships, it's kind of more, you want to, I guess, sort of mix different people together. Like, when you have 2 of the same people, it's like, sure, their strengths are good. They're going to be both really good at the same things, but they're also going to suck at the same things too. But that was kind of my mentality. But then I kind of realized that when you have 2 people that are similar, they tend to like the same things, but they're not, 100% similar. But it also kind of gives you an opportunity to really develop yourself at the same time, because I was never that confident guy for a very long time. And, I meet that girl, and then it's like, I found my confidence. And that sort of was something I never thought that could be brought out. until now, because now who's the confident one after all of that? And it feels kind of surreal because I never felt like I was going to be able to have that confidence, but it just kind of happened. And now I can even now I can even say that when there was a random woman that was just staring at me. Usually I kind of fucked up my parking, to be honest, because usually I try to get the spot that's next to me because there's a giant tree, so I don't really have to like make eye contact with people. But that didn't really happen. I fucked up and went in the next spot, and I was like, well, here I am. But I think that's really a sign of the confidence that I have now, that I'm not afraid of what people think of me anymore. I would have been so scared to post stuff like this before, because I mean, even some of the stuff that I posted before, I was scared to post on my main channel. But now I find that I'm not afraid to post things anymore, even if it's gonna be embarrassing or whatever. It feels like I have. Also, feels like my item bag is full, because it is. I gotta delete some stuff and go really quick. You know, I could feed some berries in this gym. So, I'll do that. Oh, never mind. Well, I could feed my chat out. But, back to everything I was saying, ultimately. I just am glad to be as confident as I am now. Even if still a lot to work on, I'm getting there. And I kind of want to get in some more showcases, I'm not going to lie. You know what also is great about confidence too, is it started letting me go to the places I wanted to go. Because for years I had this one town that, it's not a crazy walk, but it's a little far. And I always wanted to go there really badly. Like they had this nice little downtown area. It kind of reminded me of what my town used to be. And I was like, man, I kind of want to go there. And I never ended up walking there ever. But then when I started driving, it's like, okay, it's a lot easier to do. And I had some ideas related to go there because there were things in Go that I could do there. So I just had this one idea, this one day, where I was like, you know what, man? Fuck it. I'm going. So I went to that town. And honestly, it was really cool. And I might actually go back to that town today because of the showcases. Because now that I know, I thought it was just going to be the fucking Sinistcha or whatever it is. What's it called? No, it's not Fuck, I don't remember what it's called. Poltergeist, I think, is what it is. And I thought it was gonna be all those showcases, but you know what? Hey, if there's other ones that I could just win with my steel chair Zorwas, I will do that. And I know that just sounds like, what the fuck are you talking about? Talking about fucking Sinistras and Poltergeists and steel chair Zorwas? What the hell? Basically, I've been quote-unquote abusing a bug. It's been in the game for years, and like, you know, they're never fixing it. Who the fucking cares, right? But there's this bug where you have an auto catcher and you have your buddy set to a certain buddy, like a tiny buddy. Basically, when the auto catcher tries to catch a Zora that's disguised as your buddy, it will kind of like do an underflow thing where then it becomes so big that it's like the biggest fucking Pokemon you can get in the whole game. So there's all these people in this showcase. There's a lot of people in this showcase. Like there's like 20 something people in this showcase, right? And And so all of them, it's like they're like, oh, yeah, I got my like 20k point or 2k point pumpkaboos and shit. And then I just came in because it's just ghost type Pokemon. So I just came in with my Zorua with the steel chair, 13k points. I'm like almost seven times over all these people. It's fucking hilarious, dude. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love the steel chair Zoros. They're gonna get me some showcase ones because I desperately need some showcase ones, dude. I'm almost at 100, and I need some platinum medals. So 84 out of 100. I need 16 more showcase wins. I'm getting there. I'm trying. I got a triple win last week that felt fucking great, but part of that, or not even last week, like earlier this week, but part of that was because of the fucking steel chair Zora was. And I still, oh god, that's a B. Not a huge one though. Like that one that was like ramming at my car the other day, it was fucking crazy, dude. God. I mean, this guy seems kind of chill though. Got that one fucking bee though, it's huge. She was scaring me, dude. Anyways though, as I was saying, my whole point, bring it back for the steel chairs and everything. My whole point is that now I'm confident enough to go to that place, which is nice because it's tough sometimes to have confidence, but it's something you just have to really acquire, and it's not an easy thing to acquire, and sometimes it requires other things to acquire. I know I've said acquire many times, but I am just glad that I've managed to get to a spot where now I am confident enough to be doing things. I'm actually gonna put my thingy on so that it's just fogging up my windshield more? I thought it was gonna stop fogging up my windshield. Hello? I think it's getting better. I think the fog is clearing. Cause like my rear view mirror and shit gets so fogged up, dude. It's crazy. It's bad. I think this one's for my rear view. For my my back window. Yeah. It is pretty interesting. But I'm trying to not trying to be able to see out of my windows, and I'm also trying to be able to continue with my confidence. So I've been trying to really push myself to do things like talking to people. Just not an easy thing to do sometimes, but you gotta put your best foot forward, I don't really know how much more I have to say on the topic of confidence, but ultimately I think it's a really important thing that you don't realize how important it is until you fucking get to see the effects of it. And it makes me glad that I am at least more confident than I was before now, because now I have the ability to do all sorts of cool things. And I really just think that that one moment with that girl really just changed so much of my life. And again, I'll be grateful for it forever. And that moment really more than anything taught me that if you don't take risks, you're not going to end up with moments like that. If I hadn't taken that risk that day, there's a chance I probably would have never seen her again. Or, well, I probably would have seen her again, but things wouldn't have happened the same way, I think, because I had to be confident to take a lot of the steps that I did, you know? And there's still a lot to go, but yeah. I do have to say though, I hope she never finds out about these videos for like a while, because it's gonna be a little awkward if this is how she finds out about certain things, you know? And I was gonna try not to, I was really gonna try to be like, you know, listen, she really inspired me, and she's, you know, she's, I can't even think of it. But then I just kind of was like, I'm not gonna be able to get out of not saying things, so yeah. I just said it, maybe not said it with my, I didn't say it with my chest, but like I let it slip. I let it slip what is kind of going on in my brain and my heart. So yeah. I don't really have much else to say with the confidence thing at this point. I've said my piece, I think. Oh wow, my rear view, or my back window, is much better now. That's a miracle. Man, I kind of wanted to record more, but like I have to pee. Fuck. I do have a decent amount of videos stockpiled here, so that's cool. But I want to get more. I want to make sure I have more for the upcoming week, because I'm not really going to have a lot of great opportunities to record that sort of stuff, so sucks, but is what it is. I don't know. Do I risk pissing myself so I can make one more video? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Alright, well, I guess that's it.